2017 is home to my most popular review I ever made, Pac-Man World Rally. And I used to praise how that review turned out. But that's no longer the case. I've always had that chip on my shoulder that told me to go back and patch things up. And what better time to do that than right after covering the trilogy that this game is named after? Unless you live in Europe and you just had Pac-Man Rally. Yep, another revisit. Roll the intro! I'll tell you what, it feels so good to come back to this game. Now, I know what a lot of you people are thinking. Why are you going back to another game you already reviewed a long time ago? Because this is my channel. When you make the reviews, then you can make the rules. Now then. Bandai Namco and Smart Bomb Interactive came together in 2006. And the result was Pac-Man's first ever kart racer, Pac-Man World Rally. This game, like all other kart racers, has been considered a quote-unquote Mario Kart clone, and therefore criticized. People, comparisons tell me nothing. Crash's Dark Souls? Alrighty then. I honestly consider this to be more of a CTR clone rather than a Mario Kart clone. Sure, it has 4 Grand Prix and a Marathon Grand Prix, but it also has single-player battle mode, a free-play mode, and something Mario Kart didn't do at the time, allowing players to jump off ramps to get a landing boost like CTR did. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, eat your fucking heart out. Okay, but that's not why we're here. We're looking at this game as a whole, and after watching my first go with this game years ago, I wanted to come back and add some finishing touches now that I have more experience under my belt. Self-explanatory, 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 or self-explanatory, self-explanatory. And no, my original score for this game, 7 out of 10, is not going anywhere. Anyway, let's jump in. Sadly, we don't have a story going on here. It would have been nice for them to try something, but I guess we're better off with what we have. Remember how flawed the Sonic Rider stories were? Pac-Man World Rally has a total of 15 tracks and a heap of characters from the trilogy. I finally got it right! As well as other Namco characters and Pac-Devil. Okay. The tracks are visually pleasing, some of the best graphics for a PS2 game in 2006. That released when the Xbox 360 was a year old and with no 4-player on the PS2. But hey, that's not what makes this game good. What makes it good is the controls, like always. And let it be known, this game has some pretty loose controls, which I'm okay with because the levels are designed to compensate. Sometimes. Going back to the controls, I really like how this game plays. The power sliding feels good, the jumping off the ramps feels good, and turning into the Pac-Mobile also feels good. By collecting enough Pac dots, you can turn into the Pac-Mobile, which turns your opponents into blue ghosts, allowing you to chomp them. Unless you're miles ahead. Chomp the competition! Shut the fuck up. I also like how the fruits were implemented in this game. Collecting cherries, grapes, and watermelons allow you to unlock shortcuts, open portals, and turn off gimmicks. However, you don't have to do any of this, because there is one mechanic that breaks this game in half, aside from power sliding. I'm talking about the shields. While you're power sliding, a meter on the bottom right will begin filling up. After filling up, you will get an intermittent shield that protects you from everything on the track. Obstacles, other racers, even power-ups including blue Pac bombs, this game's version of the blue shells. Oh yes, you can dodge these things. You don't have to rely on RNG. Mario Kart, why aren't you taking notes? So now you see why power sliding is incredibly overpowered, and why I think this game is like CTR. Now let me briefly touch on the soundtrack. It's fucking awesome. Tommy Tallarico returns to compose it, and my god do these sound amazing. I say that a lot about video game OSTs, I know. I may play the drums, but I don't know a damn thing about music analysis. But in all seriousness, I recommend you check out the soundtrack for this game. Moving on. Progress through this game is simple. You start with the cherry and grape cups, unlock 3 more cups, and unlock a character. Repeat 3 more times. Yes, I said 3, because after beating the hard difficulty, you unlock Nightmare mode. Which gives you jack shit. But hey, it's there, I guess. Once you complete the circuit mode, you can head to the arcade mode, as well as the time trials. And yes, unlike CTR on PS1, CNK, or Mario Kart on console, this game has single-player battle mode. As somebody who has no friends, this is perfect for me. The battle modes are pretty fun too. Deathmatch, last car driving, free-for-all, the simple stuff. The battle mode also has Binge, a fruit collectathon, and Classic, a Pac-Dot collectathon. Pretty standard, and something Mario Kart would pick up on with coin runners. And there's more. Turning into the Pac-Mobile and chomping enough blue ghosts in the Grand Prix unlocks more power-ups. Black Pac Bombs, Ice Dragons, Sir Pac-A-Lot, and Galaga ships. So, I think that's all I can really say about this game without repeating what I already said 3 years ago. Essentially, this game is just another Mario Kart, no, another CTR parody. Luckily for us, however, we have a lot more stuff to talk about in the PSP version of this game. So let's have a look, shall we? Well, for starters, this frame rate... yeah, there is none. Well, that's just lovely. Essentially, we have the same characters and tracks, but now we have more stuff. How much more stuff? Well, we have 2 more characters, 2 more battle arenas, a challenge mode, and the biggest thing, an exclusive track, Subterranean Speedway. This track is in the Classic Cup and is inspired by Dig Dug. I praised it back in my old review, but now... it can stay on the PSP. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I can get into other details about this version of the game, but I'd be here for longer than I should. Besides, I'm not trying to drone this on for too long. I will say this though, it is a good alternative to the console version. If you're willing to put up with only 6 racers, DS download play-esque multiplayer, a choppy frame rate, and even wackier physics than the console version. If you want to pick up this game, I'd grab it for either GameCube or PC. Pac-Man World Rally on the PlayStation Portable gets 5 out of 10. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to grab myself a refreshing drink.